window so we get taken out by something. We're going uphill pretty steeply right now in low range, and we're just letting Bruno the brown bus do the job. As you can see, it's a bumpy ride, but we're getting there.
And we're hoping not to come head to head with 4 Jerrys riding around here on motorcycles.
Yep, 4 off-road motorbikes that might come flying over the top just now. There's one in camp with a broken arm, and the others are out riding. And it looks like we're going to crest the hill. Sure. Yo, this road has been quite hairy, scary. And it looks like there's quite a bit to go still before we get to the lower level. Look who we found. 4 off-road bikes coming back from their trip. Germans. We drove off the track down this dry riverbed, and it's definitely not going to rain tonight. And we found a tree that we could park the vehicle under to get a bit of shade. A little bit. And we've set up camp, and we're having some snacks and drinks, and we've got a shower bag warming up over there. Yesterday we drove from Opuwo down to Etanga and then along here, and we stopped eventually quite late and we slept there. This morning we carried on around here. That was the rough road, and we stopped here and turned here, and we are sleeping just a few kilometers short of Rooidrom in the bush again. And tomorrow we will head north to Marienfluss and up to Camp Syncro on the Kunene. And we've had our shower mat still wet, and we've had supper snacks and everything set up, and the sun is almost setting. It's the 19th of December today. We've been on the road for 2 weeks now, and this is the view from bed this morning. We've just woken up, and time to look at our dry riverbed that we're sleeping in before the sun rises. And I might even get tea in bed this morning. There are the makings. And yes, you can walk around. And we won't show you the maker right yet because he's still in his birthday suit. And that's the northern view where we're heading today. You've just seen all the photographs of the rocks. George is not too keen to have the cruiser loaded up with rocks to go home, so I normally sneak 1 or 2 in, but I took photographs of a whole lot more, of which you've just seen some. Sorry boy, would have loved to have taken you home with me, but you're a bit big. Say it again. Morning startup routine. Packed up It's probably about 8 o'clock. The sun is meaningful already. And George forgot the radio on and something else, the fans and things, for a long time last night, and then realized and was hoping we'd actually get started this morning, and she started first, turn off the key. And there we go. Time to hop aboard. This is Rooidrom, the famous Rooidrom in Namibia. It's a major intersection. It is not at a village as such, but there's definitely villages around in the distance. But this is called Rooidrom. We'll stop here for a while.
This is Rooidrom, and there's Jax the photographer photographing this young lady here. And this be the fabled Rooidrom, peppered with bullet holes. And Old Faithful Bruno the Butch Brown bus.
The landscape here is just amazing. The rocks, the sky, the sand, the desert. We do have some more Himba huts up ahead. We'll see if we have any little ones who we've got one or two sweeties for. And another Himba settlement. I haven't seen anybody yet come out. They must have heard us if they're here, but there's been no sign of any habitation in these huts yet, and the primary reason would be water. If there's nobody here, it means there is no water around here. No water means no survival. If I sound a little bit dramatic this morning, it's directly to do with the landscape around me, because this is absolutely stark, dramatic, stark, bare landscape. This rocky outcrop along here with some trees at the base. Would have also made a good campsite last night, but we had a very good campsite anyway. And this has been used as a campsite before because there is signs of human habitation, and there's also a village not too far away. What we're looking at in the distance is the Marian Fluss. The haze has already started, so it's not clear yet, but we'll get some more footage once we're down there. And the Kunene is down in one of those valleys as well. Somebody didn't make it. This is a little bit newer. Looks like a single cab bakkie that is marking the turn off towards Van Sales Pass. George says it's an Isuzu. He says it's got a GM sign, and it's not four-wheel drive. And it didn't make it past this intersection. company on the road for the first time. There's 2 big green trucks ahead of us. We're not sure what they are yet. They look a bit like overlanders. We'll find out shortly in a minute or 2. And we'll need to stop there anyway for photographs. So. Fellow travellers from Switzerland and Germany making their way up from Walvis Bay, shipped the trucks in, the overlanding vehicles, and they're exploring like we are. Travelling behind the 2 overlanders now. We could have overtaken them, we're quite a bit faster, but we're enjoying the view as we go travelling down the Marienfluss, which is bare. There is no grass anywhere. We're driving down on what is supposed to be the Marienfluss. It's about 80 kilometers from where we were to the Kunene River at Camp Syncro, and all around us it's just stubble grass, what used to be Marienfluss. And we stopped and had a chat to the locals behind at the last settlement, and they said there's been 6 years of drought here, and pretty much all the livestock has died. We've seen very little livestock around here, and domestic animals probably as well have taken strain, and the people are relying on whatever they can glean from tourists and the like. The government maybe sends a truck once a year with some food.